Hi viewers, my name is Chris Gardner. I am a student at the University of St. Francis. And today I have for you a math lesson involving these beautiful things, the paint chip slips. The cool thing about these is that you can find them at any retail or home improvement store, and they're free. Okay, so let's get started with the lesson. The standard that we're going to deal with today is the operations and algebraic thinking for kindergartners. And the standard that we want to address is that the students will be able to represent addition and subtraction with objects, fingers, mental images, drawings, sounds, acting out situations, verbal explanations, expressions, or equations. So let's look at the contraption that I have created for you today. Okay, so here we have the paint chip contraption for addition problems. And it's very simple. All the students have to do is slide the paint chips up and down to a specified number, and then just solve the equation. So if a student has 4 plus 3, all they have to do is slide the paint chip up and down to the answer to the equation. And you also can do it with subtraction. Same concept. Students just slide the paint chips up and down, and then they solve for the equations. It's very easy and it's very simple. Now, an accommodation that you can make for all of your students is to simply provide a guidance sheet with the problems on it already for them to follow. And what I mean by this is provide the students with a problem that does not have the answer on it already. And so what the students do when they get their paint chip contraption is that they just copy this part and then solve it themselves. So the students have their contraption, they slide these first 2 paint chips to match yours on the sheet, and then they solve for the problem. Now, if you have students with intellectual disabilities, these paint chips are very colorful and pleasing to the eye, but to them, that could put hindrance on their learning experience because this is very distracting to them. And so what you want to do is make a contraption that is all white with black print. This provides less distractions and it focuses on the learning experience for them. Now, if you have a student with a deficit in number sense, which is the ability to understand numeric relationships, they do not understand that the number 7 means 7. And so what you can do is, while they're at their desk working, is provide blocks or some form of counting mechanism to allow them to physically move objects to count out 4 or 3 or however many it is on the problem, just so that they can start to understand what numbers mean and eventually get to just this. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed my lesson, and I hope that you have a wonderful time in your classroom, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you.